Alright class, we are going to go over our mentor text project, and I would just like to give you an example of what you're supposed to be doing for this project. So we have just finished this book, Fairytale News, and you can find that over on my podcast. But now we have to make a wanted poster for one of the characters in the story. So a most wanted poster are for criminals that are hard to find for the police, and the police want to catch them, so they'll put up posters everywhere for people to recognize the face and know how much money they're going to get if they find this person and what they did to have the police chase them. So when I was looking through this book, I realized that I wanted to do Mr. Wolf. Yes, Mr. Big Bad Wolf. So he's pretending to be Granny. That's kind of rough. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this picture as my reference. So I'm gonna put it right over here. And I'm gonna remember what his face looks like, and I'm gonna start to draw his face. But the first thing that I'm going to do actually is I'm going to write my name, because that is very, very important. So, as you know, it's Emily Weep. See how I'm staying in the lines there? Okay, so I have to draw a picture of Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf has a long, bumpy snout. Little nose at the end there. And he's got a little lippy. And it goes up like this. And he's got another long lip that's kind of bumpy too there. And it does this weird smile thing. And then he's got a little smile. His tongue is right there. Okay, we're gonna draw some teeth. Go. We're gonna draw some more teeth because he's got lots of teeth. Why? Well, he is a wolf, so he's got some teeth. So we're gonna draw his little eyeballs here. Just got his eyeballs. Okay, and behind his eyeballs we have his ears. There we go. We got his ears going. There we go. And the rest of his mouth is down here. Like his furry neck. Here's the rest of his neck. Okay, when he's wearing Granny's outfit, he's got a collar on with some pretty lace detail. There we go. Okay. Drawing some lines here to show that it's a collar. Okay, let's draw some flowers because he really, really got into Granny's character there. And let's give him a little bonnet. I think that'll be funny. Yeah, cute little bonnet. There we go. A little flower. There we go. Okay. So that is my Mr. Wolf. It's not exact, but I like him. Very pretty. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to decide what was the crime that he did. What did he do? Well, yeah, he pretended to be Granny. So I'm going to say at the bottom where it says crime here, I'm going to say a big word. Identity theft. And then let's do like a little colon here. Yeah, I like that. Identity theft. Pretended. Oh, I made a little spelling mistake. I'm gonna erase that. Pretending to be Granny. So Granny is a name, so I'm gonna capitalize it. Oh, my pencil broke. Oh, silly me. Pretending to be Granny Hood, because she was Little Red Riding Hood's granny. Pretending to be Granny Hood. And you know what? He also broke into the house. So I'm gonna say breaking and oh, I did it again. My goodness, this pencil. Entering. So he broke in and entered a house. Good. Comma. Broke into Granny. Oh, there my silly pencil goes again. Granny Hood's. Notice the apostrophe there at the bottom or at the top. Granny Hood's. It's her house. It's possessive. House. Good. So I'm adding periods at the end. How much do we think that's worth? How much should a person get if they find Big Bad Wolf here? I think it's a pretty serious crime to go into somebody's house. So I think that they should give people, I think $40,000. That's a big number, but I think that is appropriate for the crime he committed. So they get $40,000 if they find him. He's kind of a dangerous person, so he's stolen somebody's identity and he has broken into a house and entered it pretending to be somebody else. That's pretty bad. So one thing that I'm missing here is color. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of color. What do we think? I think he's red. What do we think about that? Red. Let me see, what colors do I have here? Maybe some orange. Ooh, a brown. I feel like Granny would wear. What would Granny wear? What color? How about blue? I feel like Granny would wear blue, you know? With some. Let me see. With some light pink flowers. Yeah, that's kind of silly. So I'm going to start with the light pink actually. I'm going to color it in. I think the collar should be pink too. What do you think? Trim up here. I think that's color pink too. Let's do some blue. Notice how I'm going around the lines first, just so I know where the blue can go. There we go. little spaces that I've made. There we go. Gotta go here. There we go. Going around. Perfect. So I got the blue down. So the next color that I'm going to go in with is the brown for the nose. There we go. And we're going to put the brown inside the ears too. There we go. Oh, we forgot something. His tongue. There we go. Pink tongue. Most people have pink tongues. And then we're going to do some brown inside the mouth. Nobody's mouth is like perfectly clean, and he's a criminal too, right? He wouldn't be able to brush his teeth. So we're gonna go around the mouth with the orange color here. There we go. Just go around the mouth, around the teeth, right? Because teeth are mostly white. Okay, good. Oh, wait, we're gonna finish off with the red. I think we made some good decisions here for the colors. I really like how they're coming together. You can really tell that he's not a super upstanding guy. And just remember, when you're coloring, just be careful. Careful about the lines. Good. Here we go. Okay, going around. The orange that we put down there. The orange just adds a little bit of something, something, you know? Like that. I think people would be able to tell who we're looking for from this picture, right? All right, so when you are done your poster, I want it to look something like this. I want it to be colored. I want you to have the amount of money that you think that their crime is worth. And I want you to have at least one crime that they've committed with one sentence. I've put 2 here, so if you want to do 2, you can do 2. Remember, please write your name. If the name is not there, I'm not going to mark it, and it's not going to be on your report card. And I promise you, you're not going to like it that way. So that is our project, everybody. And if you have questions, just let me know.